And for those of you that are watching this for the first time, this is a sweet corn mixture that's going out. It has corn, which is what shows up mostly on cam, but it also has oats, alfalfa, some other mineral pellets, and vitamins in it. It also has a little bit of sunflower seeds mixed in with this too. I saw some people talking about the injured deer that was in here yesterday. I don't think it's the same one that we had been seeing for a while. I don't think the one that was badly injured could heal in a way like that one appears to have healed. But my guess is that one may have, maybe just like a pulled muscle or something, because you don't see any other severe injuries. Everything up here in northern Michigan right now is just a sheet of ice. The roads, obviously the lakes. So there's probably a good chance that it slipped and fell, because we actually see that a lot up here, especially with the topography. It's very hilly, and a lot of opportunities for animals to slip and fall. So that would be my guess. I mean, I don't know for sure. I mean, there's no way, for me to know that, but that's just my guess in case some folks were wondering. I think that is a different deer coming in with less of an injury. These are pellets, which are just packed with nutrition, all kinds of vitamins, minerals, proteins in it. Really helpful in promoting good health in the wildlife. And this is rolled corn, which makes it a little easier for the birds and smaller wildlife to eat it, to digest it. And then last but not least, just some Dale dried bread from the bakery. A mix of all different types of bread. I especially like that it has cinnamon bread mixed in it. It really smells good. Okay, And of course the thermometer is not accurate because I think it's only about 11 or 12 degrees out. So may have to give up on this one. And this one is not adjustable, unfortunately, so I'm not able to calibrate it. Yeah, there's not a screw in the back, so maybe I'll have to see if I can find one that can be calibrated. It's hard to find one with that's big enough that you can see. Oh, that's not good. Yeah, I'm not sure this one's going to work at all anymore. I don't know if I calibrated it or broke it. I guess we'll find out. Okay, all right, I've got a few thank yous. I've got some folks here that have been helping us out on a monthly basis, and actually for several months now, and we certainly appreciate their help. I've got Ralph Callfeller from Gibsonia, Pennsylvania. Ralph, thank you very much. You've been a great help to us here, keeping this site up and keeping the animals fed. And then also Darlene and Jeff Gonzala. I don't know if it's Gonzala or Gonzala. I'm going to have to ask you. I've known you guys for years and years and years. It's Darlene and Jeff, but I never know which way to pronounce your last name. And they're from Johannesburg, Michigan, which is actually not too far away from here, probably less than a half hour east of the Cam. So certainly appreciate your continued support too. And also wanted to thank Joanne Suggs in Lamont, Florida. You guys know her in the chat room as Buster's Mama Joe. Joanne made a purchase in the Snowman Cam store, so certainly appreciate that. I also wanted to let snowmobilers know that I just picked up the new 2018 trail maps this morning. I make those available for free. There's a box mounted right here on the side of the house, so if you're out and about in the area, just feel free to stop by and help yourself. No charge whatsoever, and take whatever you need. If everybody in your group needs one, help yourself. I've got 300 maps to give away, so plenty to pass around. I also wanted to mention too, actually I got an email from Connie this morning from the Dallas-Fort Worth area, and of course you all know Connie from the chat room too as Hummer Scott, and as a person that's really helped us to raise a lot of money to help keep the site going and the animals fed here. And she wanted me to let everybody know that she tried that eBay link, and it works out pretty slick. So it's just another way to help us out. If you're on the snowmancam.com site, just below the chat, and just below the area, I think where it says see monthly contributors, there's a link there that says shop at eBay. I think it might say help the Snowman Cam or something along the line, something with eBay on it. I guess I should look at it before I talk about it. But if you click on that, and it takes you right to eBay, just like a normal page, but what it does is it tells eBay that we sent you there. And then anything you purchase at that particular time, you'd have to click it every time before you decide to make a purchase. But click that link, go to eBay, purchase something, and we wind up getting a small referral feedback from eBay for that, which really helps us out. And it doesn't affect how much you pay for your item. It doesn't tell us who bought what. I wouldn't have known that Connie bought something yesterday, or maybe it was this morning, if she wouldn't have sent me an email to let me know. But yeah, it doesn't tell us anything about you, where you live, what you bought, or anything. All it does is just give us an amount that you spent. So just a real easy way to help the Snowman Cam out without having to donate anything whatsoever. It's just a matter of clicking. And another opportunity too to help us out that would cost you absolutely nothing. There's a couple banner ads that you can see on the Snowman Cam site down below the video there. And if you click on that, You don't have to sign up for anything. You don't have to buy anything. You don't have to do anything. What happens is that's all through Google, and those advertisers pay us a referral fee just for you clicking on it, whether you buy something or not. And it might be a penny, it might be a nickel, might be a dime, might be a quarter, depending on what the advertiser is paying. And it's kind of like I equate it to like a wishing well, where you're kind of stopping by and dropping a quarter, nickel, or dime, in the pond here for the wildlife. So again, I just ask that people don't abuse that. If you see something that looks like you might be interested, click on it, take a look at it, but don't click on it multiple times, by any means. It certainly is not fair to the advertisers to do that, and I think ultimately Google takes all those multiple clicks out anyway, so it wouldn't count. But if you see something, click on it, take a look, and if it's something you're interested in, great. If not, just come back to the Snowman Cam and continue to enjoy the video. And I think that might be all I have today. Oh, I wanted to mention too, I'd like to mention this from time to time, that if you do go to Snowman Cam and you're not interested in joining in the chat or watching it, which I don't know why you wouldn't. There's a lot of great people in our chat room. But if you are not interested in viewing that, right underneath the live video, there is an asterisk and a little dash underneath it. No explanation whatsoever. But if you click on that, it takes you to a page that brings up the video full screen on whatever device you're watching on. So whether it's your phone or your iPad or laptop or desktop, or if you're watching it on your smart TV. And why I mention that to people is the chat room can only hold 150 people, and then once it gets to that, it automatically won't allow anybody else in until somebody leaves. So it's I'd just like to mention that. I know a lot of people like to watch it, and even Brenda and I do this from time to time. On our smart TV, we'll just leave it up in the evening. We might be working on something else, and we just have it playing in the background, so there'd be no reason for us to want to watch the chat also. So it's just a great way to watch it. Also with it full screen like that, you can see the detail a lot better. So I do like to mention that. Also want to welcome all the new folks that just signed up for our Facebook pages. We had a mini rush yesterday, which was great to see. I'm not sure why, but a lot of new people have come in, so that's why I like to try to mention some of the things that you guys have heard me say over and over, over the past few months. But for you new people, welcome. And not only are we thrilled to have you join us, but we'd like you to post in there and tell us where you're from too. Give us the opportunity and the joy of welcoming you to the site. And also feel free to ask questions if you have them. There's a lot of real good, knowledgeable people out there. A lot of people that have been watching this for years that can maybe help explain some things if you got questions on what you're seeing. And also you'll see a lot of pictures there. I see a little nuthatch was giving the chickadee a hard time. You never see chickadees fight at all. But yeah, even though there's two big feeders full of seed, that nuthatch had to come and make the chickadee get out of its way. Anyways, for those of you who've been watching a while, you know I'm partial to the chickadees. So again, welcome. We're glad to have you guys with us. If you do Facebook and you haven't joined us yet, just do a search for Snowman Cam, and it'll bring up two. It'll bring up our page, which you can like, and then also our fan group, which you're welcome to join. And it seems like the fan group gets a lot more activity, even though there's a lot more people on the page. A lot of people don't realize you've got to scroll down a bit, and there's a link that says Visitor Post. Otherwise, they don't come up automatically, and I'm not sure why Facebook does that, why on our pages it doesn't allow the Visitors Post to show up, like on our timelines do. So, but anyways, there are a lot of people that post some pretty neat things in there, so if you go to our page, take the time to scroll down a little bit and look for that link that says Visitor Posts, and take a look at those. So I think that's all I have for today. Yep, I think that's about all. Not to mention it's cold out here. At least the wind isn't bad. I see a lot of blue jays up in the trees over here too. They for whatever reason, they don't like to come in. There you can see there's a nuthatch on one feeder, and well, that just flew off, and chickadee on the other. And there's a lot of chickadees over my head, so I better watch what I keep my mouth shut when I look up. So, anyways, I'm going to go ahead and take off and warm up. I got a couple chores I got to take care of today. Still working on those taxes. Like I said yesterday, not my favorite time of the year, but Brenda's been very helpful. She was up late last night compiling a bunch of numbers and things. So between the two of us, we should be able to have it done here shortly. So I am going to leave. I hope wherever you're watching at in the world that you're nice and warm and safe and healthy and comfortable and well fed. And with your continued help, like the folks I mentioned here a little earlier, I'll be here every day putting out good nutritious food too to help get this wildlife through the winter. So take care, everybody. I will see you tomorrow. Bye. I'm going to put the new trail maps here in. So if any of you snowmobilers didn't hear what I said earlier, I've got all the brand new 2018 trail maps. And they will be in the mailbox here attached to the side of the house right by the snowman. They're absolutely free, help yourself. And then there's also some bumper stickers in here too, and you're welcome to help yourself to those.